What's up YouTube, Jeff back from SammyGuru.com here, and today another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today, we've just seen Samsung release, well, not officially, this APK was leaked, Privacy Protection APK, which runs on One UI 8, which I have here on the left, and One UI 8.5, but in One UI 8.5, the very first leaked build that came out, there's a secret surprise that reveals the new privacy display functions on the upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra. So I'll show you guys how you can use the new privacy protection feature, which lets you hide your personal information in screenshots or documents that you may want to share. It does it automatically using AI to determine where to blur things. I'll give you guys the ability to get the APK. I'm not going to actually link it directly, but this was shared by Galaxy Techie over on X. I'll drop it below. He shared the APK. And if you DM me on X, if I know you, I'm willing to share it, but always be wary when you install APKs from non-official sources. I have installed it and it does work fine. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys, make sure you check out our website, SammyGuru.com, cover the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. Can bookmark the site, mark us as a preferred source in on Google News and Google Discover so you can get all of our content. If you're in the US, also tap on the orange banner at the top to get in our free mystery box program. If you're purchasing a Galaxy S26 device, you get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand, 65-watt charger, USB-C wired earbuds, and more. Put in your phone number, email, or both. We cover all the shipping costs. All you have to do is order through our Samsung affiliate link. That's how we fund the program. We cover all the items cost, and it also funds what we do here on YouTube and our coverage on the website. And we're able to give back something to our viewers and readers. Check that out in the pinned comment description below if you're interested. So this is where the APK came from, Galaxy Techie over on X. Privacy protection, it works on One UI 8 and One UI 8.5. I'll show you guys the share menu on both because I thought some people might want to see the One UI 8.5 version. But basically the way this works is if you have a screenshot with private information, let me just take, if you don't have any private information, it won't do anything. So I'll show you the difference between the two. I'll take just a screenshot over here of the home screen. Over here, I did take a screenshot earlier where I have some private information. You can see here this account number, security information. Then over here, I just have this plain screenshot. And so basically, if you go to the share tab down here, you guys can see the difference in these two share tabs. They've changed the way things look a little bit from One UI 8 to One UI 8.5. You're gonna see privacy protection right here once you install the APK. Again, I'll link Galaxy Techie's tweet below if you want to install it. If you tap on privacy protection, it's gonna go ahead and do this little scan here. And here you can see it says privacy information not found, private information not found, tap to obscure text. So you can do it manually if you want. Now these UIs look pretty much identical in One UI 8 here on the left and One UI 8.5 on the right because, obviously I have a slightly different screenshot. There's 4 different styles. So you can see here, I just made up a fake account number, social security number. You can use this regular style, which is gray, and then you've got a gray like blur, like a checkered blur. Here you've got a Gaussian blur, and here you've got a blue, teal, green kind of checkered pattern. Now, if you want to, over here, you can just tap on stuff to obscure it. So maybe the AI doesn't realize that it's actually something you want to get rid of. You can do that. And you can clear it anytime you want. This right here, once you actually obscure some things, it does a pretty good job tapping and right on what you want. Over here, you can then show it, tap on this, it'll show it so you can see what you've obscured. Now, you also have the option to do a couple other things from in here. You can edit this directly from the gallery. You see the little animation that goes right into the gallery editor where you've got all these options here. You can use Galaxy Eye, you can use Drawing Assist, stickers, text, you can do additional edits here. Basically any sort of edits you could do from the usual gallery editor will be available in here. Now, personally, I don't know that I'd ever use that if I was using it to obscure private information. I'm not going to want to decorate it at all, but you might have some reason to mark things up. You can also save this here. So if you want to then save it to share it later, you got a save button. And then of course you've got the share menu. So you can go back in and share it somewhere else. You get your quick share. Again, it does suggest things like Drawing Assist. It'll suggest you to do some other things with it. You can share it with your various contacts, share it to Google Drive, basically anywhere else that you would usually share your files. Over here, by the way, I have a work profile on this phone. So this is not really a difference between One UI 8 and 8.5, but you do notice there's additional gradient blur on this pop-up menu for the sharing menu in One UI 8.5. So this is how the feature works. Like I said, you can download and play with it. Seems like a pretty useful feature if you share stuff that has private info. I do a lot because, of course, I take screenshots for tutorials, for this job for, covering Samsung daily. And sometimes my personal information's on there because it's my personal phone. So this is a feature I will use quite a lot. Now, that's not where the interesting information ends though, because over on X last night, Ultra, I think that's how you say his name. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but he helped us out a lot by sharing this. He found if you search, once you install the privacy protection APK on the original One UI 8.5 leaked build, unfortunately not on the new one I have on this device. I'll show you guys, if you search, it actually does not show up on this newer build that I'm going to be making a full video on, just came out yesterday. But if you search on the first One UI 8.5 build, you'll find this privacy display settings page, which gives us a preview of what's coming to the S26 Ultra with the Magic Flex Pixel technology. Protect your privacy by turning on the privacy display anytime. Private display is off. It'll be turned on automatically when conditions are met. Auto privacy right here. Custom conditions, maximum privacy for even stronger privacy. Make the screen dimmer than usual while private display is on. Privacy triggers, public places, so like a coffee shop, screen lock, what content you can see on the display, images, photos in the gallery can be used like a screensaver, image protection, which part, notifications, picture-in-picture, in terms of how you want to implement the privacy protection display. So this is really our first look at this. We published an article over there. Huge shout out to Ultra for catching this. But as you guys can see, if you go, he found this just by searching in the settings or in Finder. And you guys can see I have One UI 8.5. This is the latest build. And of course, this is not going to be in One UI 8. But if you search for privacy display, I did not find it anywhere in here. I actually went through and looked through all these various settings pages looking for privacy display, and I haven't been able to find it yet. So maybe I'm missing something. Of course, that's always possible. Covering all these updates every day, it gets kind of crazy. Sometimes you miss some things. There's so many things that Samsung puts out on a daily basis. But you can see over here, really nothing different here. The menus obviously are different, but it doesn't look like this setting shows up in the latest 8.5 build. But very cool that he was able to take a look at this and search for it when he installed the privacy protection APK. So we get this first look at this S26 Ultra feature that's coming later this year. Anyway, if you guys want to check it out, I'll drop the link below to the tweet with the APK. Install it, play with it if you're interested. Should probably be coming with the official One UI 8.5 build in January to the S26 Ultra first. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the mystery box program, SammyGuru.com. Bookmark us, save us as a preferred source in Google News. Get all of our Samsung updates, content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.